Hello, my little potato chips. How you doing? Me, Paddy from across the shuck, and I've got a lovely video today on a clone. So if you're a clone hater or you're gonna send me bad messages, please don't. Go and watch somebody else. There's plenty of other videos out there. I don't need that you don't like what I'm doing. Every now and then I've done it from I started my channel. I'm not gonna change. I do it for a reason. If you're at all interested, listen to the reason. If not, go and watch another video. There's plenty of them out there. So the second thing I'm going to do is plug my friend Jason Guilfoyle on his Instagram channel. He's doing a giveaway for a brand new Hinderer knife, the slim Hinderer knife. Absolutely beautiful, very expensive, and all you've got to do to win this is give $5 to charity. It's for the Alzheimer's Society, their charity, to help solve this problem of Alzheimer's. I know my own father died of it. So go over to Jason, enter in for $5. You get the chance to win a Hinderer. And we all know how much they cost. It's a no-brainer. You've got a chance of winning a Hinderer for $5. So there you go. I'll put the link down below to his Instagram channel. He's only on Instagram. I'll put the link down below for that. Go over and give him a bit of support. Secondly, like I said, this is a clone. I bought this because it's a knife that I don't know whether I'll ever buy it, but I wanted to just give it a chance. There's a lot of slip joints out there at the minute. They've got double detents. I have not liked them. I don't particularly like the double detent, and it's not because it's going to be unsafe. It's just, I don't know, it just doesn't get me. I like a strong backspring, or I like a backspring in a slip joint for what it offers. I very rarely get cut by a slip joint, so I get cut more by fixed blades and locking knives than I do a slip joint. But that's just me. I grew up with them, so I don't have that fear of a slip joint. Anyway, look, let's get to it. Here's the knife. It's a ZT. So to buy the real thing is very, very expensive. In fact, I think it's probably in the region of about middle hundreds and upwards, sort of 150 to 180. I'm not sure, but I know that they're quite dear and way too dear for what they are. But I could be changed. If this changes my mind, I done a bug out recently, which was amazing value. Now, my little friend down the road has it, and he loves it. So, is this going to be the same sort of standard as the bug out? Well, let's get opened. 2.5 minutes and I still haven't got the knife out. That's typical Paddy. Comes in a nice little pouch. It comes wrapped again and bubble wrap on top of this, but I just took that off it. And here it is. This is the ZT slip joint with a double T-tent, a lovely blue anodized back spacer there. It's carbon fibre. To me, it looks exactly like the other ones that I've seen. What's the centering like? Right up the hey diddle diddle. Lovely little deep pocket carry clip, which again is just like the, there's no zero tolerance, which you used to get. I don't know whether there is on the main thing. Let's see what the blade is like. Very weak opening. Again, so was the real one, or so is the real one. It's still very much... This is the second iteration with the drop point, spear point, whatever you want to call that. This is a 4-finger knife, but it is very, very weak, and there's no real protection there. So if you know how to use a slip joint, you're not going to be too worried. But this is not for heavy use. This is what I wanted to do. That's lovely. So I wanted to feel what that's like, and it really is nice. So can you open it one-handed? Yeah, you would just do the pinch, and it's such a loose detent. It just goes straight through the half stop to open, and to close it, it's just a matter of pushing it down. So that's lovely. I like the action on it. I think the real one comes with 20 CV. This is probably 8CR13 440C, like most of them are. It has a really good edge on it. What's the grind lines like? Pretty good. Yeah, they're not bad at all. So, looks-wise, it definitely looks the part. Love that little pocket clip, especially when it's so deep carry. Although this is a slip joint and it's legal for me to carry, I do like to bury my knives into the pocket if I can. if I can. Just saves all the hassle. The carbon fibre looks to be genuine carbon fibre. It's maybe not the best in the world. I don't know. It might be plastic with a laminate top, but it doesn't look like it. But I'll 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 know more when I do my full review on it. But so far, let me see. Is there any movement? There's no movement whatsoever. Like, oh shit! Now I hit the stand and there, I nearly closed it. They are. There's how an accident can happen. But there's no movement in that blade whatsoever. Beautiful little knife. Really, really. That is a gentleman's carry, isn't it? I mean, that's something you'll take out to do a wee bit of nicking of a lady's thread in her dress but as a play about tool, yeah, it is definitely a fidget factor. I do love that dash of blue. Sometimes in the old ones, when you used to get old clones, these were very dull. They were never as good as the original, but this looks very, very good. I'll have to say it's a lovely thin, slicey. Is it thin behind the edge? It's all right. It's not ultra thin, but it's starting off thin anyway. So, I mean, this is going to do anything you want it to do. It is just go to church. There is a half stop, but it's quite weak. I mean, this is only about a 2 or a 3, which I believe the main ones were, but it opens nice enough. You can just take it straight through it, though. There's no real resistance. But is it worth... Look, I paid about £20 for this. Now from AliExpress, you have to pay £3 for VAT or whatever they're charging because we're Brexit now, so they get an extra £3. But 21 quid. That's it. What's that, about $25 for a ZT lookalike to let you see if you would buy it. Would I pay the price ZT are asking for? Again, I'll have that for the proper price when I do the review. This only took 3 weeks to come from China. I just got a Christmas card recently that was sent from America in December. So the post is all up the left at the minute. But to come quicker from China than America is a novelty, I'll have to say. 3 weeks, that's pretty good from China. So, am I happy with it? Yeah, you know what, I'm going to give it a go. I'll give it a go and see what I think of this double detent. You know, I've seen them doing it on the other channels in America that have got them. I haven't ventured into buying a double detent. But I actually quite like the feeling of it. And if I was going out to a wedding or a, Sunday church or whatever, this is definitely a knife that I would quite happily take with me. Lovely. I'll have to say, no, this looks like another. I mean, it's really safe. It's genuinely no movement whatsoever. Even the hex screws look fairly deep-seated. They seem to be fairly well done. I can get you up there and you can see them. They do seem to be fairly well done. That's an 8 and they're 6s, which is typical, but I'll not take this apart. It's a slip joint. Why? I've no need to take a slip joint apart. You can wash out a slip joint under a tap and just make sure you dry it. But I would say this is stainless steel. Again, probably 8CR13 or 440C, somewhere along them lines, is what they usually have in them. But I like it. And for £21, $25, that's as close to the real thing as I think you can see. Will I keep this or buy the real one? Again, I haven't really made my mind up. Will I keep it in the collection? A lot of these I either give away to friends at whatever price I paid for them, just to get them. Oh, Stephen. Oh, now I'm throwing it on the floor. Will I? If I don't keep them, I usually give it to local friends who pay me whatever I paid for them, just to keep the money in the channel. But to be honest with you, as a fidgeter, I just might keep this. It actually is an unusual thing to have. So there you go. What do you think of it? I don't want to know what you think of clones. If you don't like them, don't buy them. I don't mind the slightest. Look, if I'm not going to buy Chinese, I wouldn't have watches, I wouldn't have a TV, I wouldn't have all them things. And I know I said repeatedly, if you're not buying Chinese, good on you. I am. I don't mind. And I know it's a rip-off. I know it's whatever. But how many people are going to afford a knife this price for a little slip joint that's got a very weak detent? Not many people that I know, let's put it like this, will pay that much. Yes, if they got a channel and all, or they're getting it supplied, or they get it at a reduced price, but that's an awful lot of money for a little small knife like this when I can pick this up, which is just, the quality is so good. The quality is so good for £21. Yes, you have to wait 3 weeks or 8 weeks. It could depend, but again, I've had very little go missing from Ali. I could be lucky, I don't know, but I'm not under contract with Ali, so I just get the same way as everybody else does. And this, to me, is another winner. This is as good as the bug out, although there was the bug out was a lockable knife and it locked up really securely and all. This little double detent is what a double detent is. That's what it does. It's just a light spring, goes to half stop and down if you don't want to do it the fidgety way. The fact that it's weak lets you do it one-handed, but you can also do that. So that's it. These are some of my, the only other ZTs I've got are real ones. This is the 450, one of my favourite knives, one of the best actions on a production knife that you'll get. And the other one I have is this little ZT, the 0025. Again, this is a silly price, and it's a two-fingered knife. And you would think, oh, that's a silly knife, I'll never use that. This is a great article. Yes, it is well overpriced. There's no doubt about it, it's overpriced. But it is a beautifully made knife. There's no difference between this and any other locking knife. You get a decent enough blade. It's 20 CV. And I say this is real. So, I mean, this knife was over $200 when it came out. I think it's still somewhere around that price. But the engineering's there. And if you've got that sort of money, oh, excuse my camera. If you've got that sort of money, fair play to you, just go and buy it. This is my slip joints of preference where they've got back springs. That's what I like. A good strong back spring where it's going to open up and you've got nothing to worry about when you got this in hand. And again, this one has a really stiff back spring, but lovely. A really nice knife, and probably somewhere the same. This is the Quiet Carry. And what's this one called? The Quiet Carry. It doesn't tell you, but I think it's a Kent or something. I'm not sure. But there you go. It's about the same size as that ZT, a bit smaller in the handle, but still a 4-finger grip in that as well. So that's probably not that much difference. So what would you buy? Let me know. Would you spend the crazy amount of money for 2 bits of carbon fibre, a wee bit of blade, all right, at 20 CV, and a shiny back? I just think the knife world has gone mad, and it only goes mad because we allow it to. Well, let's see what my review comes back with, but I'll use it, I'll cut with it, I'll see what it's like. I'll see if it's dangerous or it's not dangerous, and I'll come back to you and let you know. But so far, for 21 quid, it's a buy all day long. But only if that's what you like to do. Don't feel pressured by other people not to do something in this game. There's too many companies taking the mickey out of us at the minute, I believe, and the prices they're charging for their knives. So there we go. Paddy's away. Rant over. Take care, everybody. Nice to speak to you. Bye now. Don't forget to go over to Jason and enter in for that hinderer. Take care. Bye-bye now.